Now return to the King's Dilemma. Precognitive rebellions. An Asher named Flavian has predicted the fall of our kingdom at the hands of an invisible threat. Given the current climate of tension, the Tribune thinks we should not publicly endorse him. The Librarian Chancellor, however, recommends we secretly assist him in interpreting his dreams, but this would be a costly endeavor. Do we help Flavian, the gifted Asher, unveil the mysterious threat? I was really hoping we could send that back up. That is not going to happen. So yes, obviously we are going to do this. Flavian's visions reveal a truth that could have been dismissed as a child's myth if it wasn't carefully researched. With the assistance of other Ashers and by cross-referencing with the Chronicles of the Realm, a terrible truth emerges which Flavian describes in a secret report entitled The Way Empires End. There is an ancient secret organization formed from the remnants of a great empire of old. They believe that the enduring lust for more power destroyed their home, and they are determined to maintain a balance among the many kingdoms. They communicate secretly in their ancient tongue, and the most important members are marked with the glyph of a black dawn. They also have a system of common signs to communicate with one another, such as burning 3 windmills on a single road, or releasing 81 white doves in a city. Many episodes ago, both of these were a thing. The 81 white doves, I believe, was talked about at the coronation of the king at the very beginning of the game. And one of the very first missions was 3 windmills that burned. Wow. In my previous half playthrough, I came across that very early, so I must have very much focused on the Asher storyline. Anyway, that's that one. 4 out of 6. And the king is dead. Okay. Or dethroned, whatever. Same difference. We have enough, I think, for one more preparation. Unless there are more missions and we're done. Like, I don't know. I'm a little scared, actually, is what this means. I think we should just continue doing this, to be honest with you. Although, we could send them down. That line is no longer at the halfway point. It's gone up a little bit. We could spend a lot of our resources to get the black crowns. But not that one, though. Not that one. That is money for every resource. We need black crowns. Like, we need white crowns, but we need black crowns as well. So we continue with this, I guess. I feel like that is not the right way. I feel like you have got to... Okay, but we got a lot of stuff now, I guess. Onyx bombs, black investigation, firefighters and vultures. Yeah, we got a lot of shit. I feel like moderation is not how you play this game, but I think we're too late in the game for me not to be taking that approach. I don't think going to extremes is going to help me. Distraction, intelligence network, a water tank system. This would coincide with the firefighter thing to help keep the burning to a minimum. But I really want to hire this guy. Since this one's more expensive, let's do this one. Maybe you're supposed to build the pantry early so you get the 2 white crowns. Because we could do that. Yeah, no, but I think we're pretty close to the end here, so we've already got some firefighters. This would obviously probably combined make fire in the city obsolete, like this would probably end it. I feel like these two combined with the Black Dawn thing probably ends that threat. This one I think is no longer useful to me. I have no idea what this is for. Underground tunnels, castle renovation and research probably help along with, like, I really want tunnels. I really do. If we're lucky, we'll get this one. I'm probably not going to be lucky. I don't know. Let's go with this guy. I want a psychic soldier. I don't even know if we're going to get it. It's going to take another turn. Do we have another rain? Yeah, we've been pissing off the people I just said I wasn't going to piss off. I don't know. Like, somehow we've been... Like, these guys aren't even on the council. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you get them allied and then kick them off the council so they can't be affected anymore. Because these guys haven't shifted at all once we kick them off. Maybe that's what you do. You freeze them in time. Maybe that's why these guys haven't moved at all, because they haven't ever been on the council. Well, I guess that's a metagame thing there, isn't it? So by rights, I should form an alliance with them and then kick them from the council so they stay my allies. Okay, well, whatever. Ah, Book of Choices. Alright. The famed scholar Halden, one of the most ardent students of the Book of Choices, has lost his mind. We're all trapped in this world, he constantly shouts. Death is the only exit, but even that is up for others to decide. His ramblings are causing quite a commotion. Do we execute Halden, the student of the cursed Book of Choices? Nah. You need a raving lunatic running around, right? Spouting prophecies and dire warnings and getting our friends to like us again? We decide to show poor Halden some mercy. He used to be one of the sharpest minds in the realm, after all. Yet, still believing death to be the only exit, Halden takes his own life soon after. He had a choice after all. An exit from existence. After his death, Halden's theory spread. Many gullible people, uncomfortable with their existence, decide to exit this world the same way he did. They kill themselves. It just occurred to me that a lot of the topics we talk about in this game might get me demonetized. Okay. I did not read the... Or did I? This one, single family, way empires end. Black Dawn. So, yeah, right, okay, is this one. Windmills, really 81 doves in the city. They form small cells without any hierarchy among them, each cell composed of 9 members, as 9 were the members of the Lost Empire's ruling council. None have knowledge of the world. None have knowledge of the whole structure, making the organization extremely resilient and difficult to eradicate once and for all. Through the ages, they preserve the secret knowledge of their most advanced technological secrets. Now, the Black Dawn indirectly slows the progress of any kingdom that might threaten the balance. Their favored methods are bribery and assassination. Their goal is not to eradicate civilization. They always leave someone to build upon the ruins of the societies they bring to collapse. So is that, like, whoever completes their goal is the one that gets chosen? Because right now, it seems like we... Well, it's not we. It's not we, because it is the kingdom. We are merely counselors to the king. The kingdom has the soldiers. The kingdom has the steam giants. The kingdom... Like, that's what the uprising is about. Obviously, we are getting too uppity. Preparations, I think, to help us maybe mitigate some of that, but maybe they also help ensure that I am the family that is left to rule over everything? I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually know. Book of Choices. The king declares that the Book of Choices is too dangerous to be kept locked in the library, where no one can read it. Huh? Such a hazardous item should always be kept at hand, where an eye can be kept on it. Do we move the Book of Choices from the library to the council room? And I get no choice. Oh boy. Boy. Oh boy. I think... I know there's a storyline I missed here, because I came across it before, and it has to do with Lorraine, and it has to do with the king. And so metagaming, because that's what the game totally allows you to do that. In fact, it says you should be playing this multiple times to get everything. Knowing that, I think the king cannot be trusted. And, like, just pulling it into the room for anybody to not only walk by and read, but to steal. This is a valuable artifact. Knowing the Black Dawn is after our goods, I'm going to go with no. That puts us at odds with the king. No. The Book of Choices is kept away from us. How rude. Led by the king himself, we rush to the library to read its contents. But there is no meaning to be understood, only a kaleidoscope of ever-changing words that blurs your mind. What? I'm confused about this. I thought we said we were keeping it there to be kept in secret and keep it safe. And then we're upset that we chose to keep it away from ourselves, and then we go to the library anyway? As we read, we and the king slowly slip into a deep slumber. Oh shit. The labyrinth. We slowly awaken in a strange, dreamy palace. The king enters a door on the floor, and we follow him. Rooms repeat endlessly with little variation, as if designed by a frugal architect, and we easily get lost. Weird objects hang from the ceiling of each room, and the perplexing symbols are marked on each door. Once we go through a door, it locks behind us, making it impossible to go back. We can only move forward. Okay. So obviously, among the many facets of making a decision is making the decision to continue down a pathway. You know, clicking the symbol of the quill pen so that you keep going with your options and whatnot, because, you know, we've run out. Like I said, I know there's a storyline we missed. Probably more, to be honest with you. Like, what happened to the war in the north? What happened to the guy sailing around the world? Would we have found him if we'd continued onto the island instead of dredging up shipwrecks? Who knows? The labyrinth. The last sentence we remember from the Book of Choices threateningly echoes in our minds. There are 2 exits from this labyrinth. Oh shit. When you choose your path, remember, madness breeds contradictions, yet sane minds look for consistency. Which do we want, though? Do we need sanity to get out of the labyrinth, or do we need madness, or do we need a little bit of both? Choose a door. Okay, I saw the door there change, and it looked like it changed into a square, but I don't know if that's just like a graphical thing, because some graphical stuff has been going on here, and just the regular things. The labyrinth. The last sentence we remember from the book. Madness breeds contradictions. Sane minds look for consistency. I mean, I see that as like the only consistency, but I feel like this is more metaphorical. It could easily just be like, choose whatever. So, square door, square here, that is a contradiction. Maybe. But then, you know, so is this. 3 as compared to 4? As compared to 3? It says dots, that has consistency, that has symbols, that has consistency. to choose a square is not consistent. That's a contradiction to the door frame. Honestly, that's the only thing I got, is the symbols here. There is consistency with those. And just because the door changed to a square when I saw it, that is also an inconsistency. Oh boy. Well, just based on those symbols, because that's honestly the only thing I got here. I'm going to choose B. Sane minds look for consistency. Yeah, alright. Choose a door. You sons of bitches. Well, consistencies are the little symbols on the door. The door frames are not. And that is not consistent. We don't know what is behind this table. I think that's what it's hiding. But the banding on the door here is consistent. Let me write this down. So we're going to have these diamond symbols. We have the little pegs on the door. There was the shield with the diamond and the thing. Okay. I'm going to choose A. It also had that lock, the handle. I'm going to choose A, so that's going to be a skull. Be the next thing, plus a rounded... Oh yeah, okay, got a square door frame, so that is door 1. Door 2 has a rounded door frame and a skull. I mean, this might be the wrong choice anyway, and writing all this down is moot. And then you got to look at like the weird banding, because that's funky. We'll go with that. A. Oh, there's fire. Shag-a-lag-a-ding-dong. I mean, that is the most consistent door right there. But we didn't choose fire. I didn't choose the fire door last time, but that, aside from the fire, has all the consistencies of the first door. So that one, I'll choose flame. Flame is the only difference. Again, the handle is different. The handle is the same here. The banding thing is still kind of funky over here. This has got funky banding. Let's go with that one. A. And we're back at the beginning. I see. Okay. So B. B. Because there's skulls leading to the skull room, right? That leads back to the first door. That's the first door, just with a new symbol on it. We're back here. This is a labyrinth, as the name implies. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. I gotta get a new piece of paper here because now I actually have to write myself a freaking maze. Okay, so we're back in this room here. We got the skull. We got the fire. with the round door and the round door. Let's take A. We know taking A takes me back. Let's go back to the beginning of the maze. Okay, fire, right? That one. So, we have a choice. Let me start myself out here. We got the square, and we got the shield. Taking the shield leads me to the skull. It leads me to the fire. Choosing fire takes me to the double-banded ring. Gotta draw the door here. And this one is the triple ring, which I think takes me back to the beginning. No, it takes me to the wheat. Takes me to the crack. This one with the banding. This one leads me back. This one leads me back to that room. Okay. So if we continue with the fire door, continue with the B door, and instead this time choose B door. This is madness. This is absolute freaking madness. Resist low. Those doors are opposite. Than what they were before. Because there's the 3-bander and the 2-bander. Oh, no, maybe not. This leads me back. This, okay. Scribble that out. This leads me back to this room. Let's see. So if I go B again, then A, B, B, brings me back to here. Then we go to this one, and that leads me somewhere new. The door. The door? Is that the door? Or does it lead me to madness? This was the second room skull door without the skull on it. This door I have seen before. I mean, I've seen all of them now. I don't know. I feel like there are indeed 2 paths. One is the wrong one is the right one. But like, which is it now? This seems like this is the exit. Let's find out if it's a good one. I don't think it is. We hear the king muttering when the glass is shattered. What do the splinters reflect? The king's mind has been broken by a truth too horrible to contemplate. Yep. I thought that was going to happen there. His contradictory beliefs sometimes keenly reflect an incoherence in the very nature of reality, but most of the time he is just plainly mad. And that becomes his new moniker among those who know of his secret. The Mad King jealously guards the Book of Choices in his chambers, feverishly reading it to himself and to all his heirs. This lingering madness will continue to curse the royal family for decades to come. It felt wrong. It felt wrong. But it's a pain in the ass. Like, Bad things are going to come in this conflict. Okay, let's read that one. Continue your adventure. No content. It had to be white to unlock it? That's unfortunate. Well, that sucks. Damn it. Oh. Oh well. I have a knack for choosing the wrong things all the time, so that does not surprise me at all. Okay, I'll end this one here. See you next time.